What is up, bros, bears, muscle mommies, and everything in between? As always, this is Patrick, full primal power, top 50 powerlifter of all time, or should I say like number 15th bencher, full power bencher, back to back, or however many years I've been number one in wraps at bench. Just kind of like an asterisk because the wraps division is more for squatters, and the sleeves division is more for everyone else, like the gays. Good boy. And we are out here on a walk with a little buddy. He's our friend, our little puppy dog, because we just finished off our breakfast. 3 eggs, 180-ish grams of 93.7 beef, and we forewent having our carbs today because we had some coffee from Dunkin', because I didn't feel like consuming grotesque amounts of soybean oil through store coffee creamer. But Buddy and I on a walk. It's a bench day today. We've got to wait for our roommate to be done at work so we can pick them up, and so we've done a lot of waiting around today, because that's what happens when you get told, hey, I need you to be here at this time and this time on a day, and do not be late, otherwise I'll be a raging bitch about it. So Buddy and I gonna take I'm on a new walking route right now, and I've got the hand fully loaded with treats so that Buddy, who is right, bud? Yeah, he's very nose dependent, focused. He loves he's got one brain cell and it's directly connected to his nose, and so it's about a 2-mile walk that we're going on, a new walking circuit, because I was getting bored with our last one, having done that like, I was gonna say like 20 times, no, hundreds of times. Trying to change things up a bit, so we're going on a different walk through better parts of the area that we live in. And Buddy, sit. Good boy. Yep. And yeah, so I'll meet you guys back with whatever I feel like meeting you guys back with. I just saw a guy with his pants half down, with his dick hanging out, and just peeing while walking down the road. Oh, busted! This doesn't actually count though. It's on my meal plan, I've got 2 bagels with 40 grams of honey. This is just a bagel with less salt, and probably like 40 grams of honey. So it's not breaking it, I swear. And just like that, we are off like a herd of turtles, leaving the house 8 hours after I had planned to. Not doing super good mentally. I believe that my roommate's car would be done, we would be able to retrieve it from the shop, and it would be free. And that's not the case. The shop is 4th of July week. It's actually July 3rd, Wednesday, so these videos come out a little later than they're recorded. I usually get these out the day of, but I'm not changing the editing style that I'm going through. But they're closed until Monday, so I've got basically another week's worth of me being there free work, and not being allowed to be late for anything, and also. Alright, 60 seconds of negativity done. Only do negativity in 60-second bursts every 24 hours. Otherwise, you'll get overwhelmed, right? So, not doing super good. What's the best thing you can do when you're not feeling super good? You go to the fucking gym. Girlfriend leaves you, go to the fucking gym. Your dog has diarrhea, go to the fucking gym. If you what else is oh, it's Tuesday, go to the fucking gym. It's Wednesday today, might as well be my Thursday, going to the fucking gym. So what we got today, it's a bench day. and we are working at, I looked at the program and I saw it was a 3x5, and I don't recall. So I put the sexy in dyslexia, right? And it's either 445 or 455 that we're working with today. Either way, we did 425 for 3x5 about 2 weeks ago, and I'm kind of putting the pieces together as to what my coach is doing with my bench right now, because I haven't PR'd my bench in, I think 4 years is the number, which once you get to a certain point, that's kind of expected. But it's like all the signs are pointing towards me having a better bench than I used to. My form is better, my endurance is better, my explosiveness is better, everything's more consistent, everything's coming down slower. The only difference is I don't weigh 387 pounds anymore. I weighed in at 344 this morning, and yesterday, or 2 days ago, I was 347. So for those of you who are looking for the best method to lose 3 pounds in 2 days, it's just be large, and your average body weight will fluctuate like that. But I'm looking at this, and if you've been following me for a bit and you've been watching my squat videos, you notice that my coach has been progressing my squat octuples, sets of 8, progressing that, and I believe next week or the week after, we should be in the ballpark of 605 for sets of 8. So looking at the that kind of progression, and having experienced over years, maybe 18 months worth of programming for my coach at this, maybe 2 years at this point, recognizing the way that we went about increasing my deadlift. My deadlift has popped up probably over 100 pounds in the past 2 years, and we'll see what kind of results we get on the platform in November at the American Pro 3. So the way that he did that was he took my double PR, and he took a little bit off of that, and then block periodized some linear progression and progressive overload onto my my double PR, and we got up to, I believe it was fiddlesticks. We got up towards a what was it? A 720 something. I think it was 725, 728 double PR. The next training block, we did something similar, except we did it with triples. This training block, we're doing quintuples. I'm having to navigate the streets of Manchester a little bit. I said it was July 3rd, and I completely forgot that people love blowing their fingers off this time of year, specifically this week. So there's the fireworks display is going on today, and the road that I take to the gym is the road they block off to set up all the fireworks. So yeah, so that's how my squat has progressed. I've added over 175 pounds to my my octuple squat PR. We've added my old 2-rep PR. We've got tomorrow for 2 sets of 5, because when you set a new rep PR, my coach isn't like, oh yeah, it's a new rep PR, yay, you're good, pat on the back, good job, little homie. He says, nah, do it again. You can do it once, you can do it twice. Sack up, motherfucker. And then I do. So the way that we're going about on my bench, my best bench PR is for sets of 5, because if you're looking at my programming, looking back, we did 425 for 3x5. We've got a 3x5 at 445 or 455. I don't recall. I don't know what kind of periodization, but because we did 405, I believe the week before that for sets of 5. So it might be 445 if we're looking at this linearly, meaning that 445 would make sense unless 445 was, or 425 was looking too good to undercut and feeling too easy. So I don't know. It's not worth theory crafting something that you guys will see in literally like 2 minutes. But my best 5 rep PR is 505. And that was not super clean. That was bouncing, touch and go, almost like a 3/4 pulse press where we're not locking it out. We're going to about 3/4 of lockout. And 505 is my PR with that. Is it 505 or 500? I remember I tagged Tom Davis when I did it. And I was like, I was a couple reps shy of Tom Davis's record of 10. Because like we're getting to the point where we're in the ballpark of a lot of these top lifters, like rep PRs. Like Craig Foster squatted 810 for 10 in reps leading up to the Ghost Clash 1. And we're getting close to, I mean, we're not getting close, but like we're in the ballpark of what's the most reps anyone's ever done with 600 before? Can we do that? So, and now with bench, what's the most number of reps anyone's ever done with 500 in a single set before? I wonder if we can do that. And it's kind of cool being able to look at that, since it's like you can only climax so often, and it's like the more you climax, the harder it is to climax, right? And every time, I'm talking about PRing, you can only PR so often. So it's like if you change the ways that you can PR, the more stimulated you're gonna be. If you only think a PR is your 1 rep max, you're gonna get real discouraged real fast. If you start looking at different ways to PR, like rep PR, time under tension PR, if you start considering accommodating resistance PRs, you're probably gay. But other than that, yeah, rep PRs, time under tension PRs. And that could be like a tempo squat for sets of, like, there's someone at my gym who does them sets of 8. They dropped that coach because they were tired of that. And it was a coach that was copy pasting programs to all of their clients, and it was not cool. I helped them out with a little bit to bridge the gap between that coach and their current coach. A lot of females like to get coached by females. That's just a given. And I'm honestly, like, female clients, businesses live and die based on their female clients, right? So I don't have any female clients right now, but if I do, like, I would coach them pretty much for free, because it's almost like advertisement. You get a good you get a good female client who talks highly of you. That does multiple things. It means your program works and you're respectful of your clients. So by getting female clients and doing them justice, having them succeed and things like that, like how was it? There was a guy who was flashing a gun on his Instagram story, alluding to shooting my coach, Joe Sullivan. Joe didn't say a peep about it. He's like, I'm used to it at this point. It was his female clients, a couple female clients came forward and they were like, we were uncomfortable with this. That's not cool. And the guy ended up getting banned from certain feds because it's flashing guns at people is wholly unacceptable, right, John Morant? But we're actually getting close to the gym. We've got that. We've got incline dumbbell bench with the 125s. We've got cable chest flies supersetted with I think it's close grip push-ups. Trying to extend the range of motion on that on the positive side of that. There's a lot of people sitting in the road on lawn chairs. That's cool. And then, oh, there's a lot of people out. I'm just gonna be at the gym benching while all these people are around. It's gonna be the parking lot's gonna be absolutely trashed, isn't it? But what the heck? I am literally like boxed in by cops right now because they're trying to shut down roads to increase the amount of spots that people can set up their lawn chairs. So they stopped me and they were like, we're closing off this road. You have to turn around. I'm like, what do you mean I have to turn around? I'm trying to go past the point that you're shutting down, and you haven't shut down everything. Like, I was following you. So bear with me. We will eventually get to the gym, and I'll meet you guys there. I swear on my unborn first child that will never come that the best drug that you can take to make yourself stronger is just sleeping more. Because we have been doing that depressed sleepy thing where we sleep way more than we should. And everything is absolutely popping the fuck off. So, bench, 440. I was wrong with both of the weights that I said we were doing. It was 440 pounds, 3x5. So at least I got that part right. With only 3 minutes rest. Which means that the upper range of what will be programmed for me for rest periods, allegedly, is 4 minutes. Sometimes Joe just doesn't even put a number because he knows that it's going to be I'm going to probably poop my pants and I'm going to take longer than 4 minutes. And that'll be on squats. That is how he programs my squats. But bench, set 1, I actually remembered to use my legs for once. So, Joe Sullivan, my coach, posted something the other day about how professional athletes in the sport of powerlifting will be more intentional with all of their movements. So, a lot of them will spend more time locked out at the top of their whatever respective lift that they're doing. And the example that he gave was Brianni Terry doing bench press. Brianni also happens to be my nutritionist. So I personally don't like spending a lot of time at lockout because I don't like having an increased time under tension. And even having things locked out, your stabilizers are working. And I mean, I kind of feel like getting more reps is worth more than having something locked out and getting less reps. But we're in a part of training where we're doing weights. We're doing weights with such great intentionality that we're not going to be close to failing due to having things locked out for longer. And so that intentionality is actually applicable to what we should be doing. So I elected to hold things at lockout a little bit longer than I usually do. I kind of just touch and go the lockout, and I kind of stopped. I came to a full stop, and I just really like hearing the plates jingle whenever I'm benching, which is how I came up with pulse presses, because it just feels nice, and it makes you feel like a big strong man whenever you're benching, and it goes ping when you lock or when you change the direction of the bar from lockout to descent, or eccentric as the nerds say. So set 1 felt really good. Set 2 felt even better, and amazingly set 3 felt like the best, even though the first rep. So I have a lot of issues with my first rep. Usually it's really slow, but the way that we've been going about our accessories, the reasons that I go slow is because I'm usually in pain. But I'm not in pain. The elbow issue, the chest issue that I was having the past couple weeks, I don't think last week I may have had it, but I don't know. I haven't had, I didn't have any of that, those twinges or twangs, whatever phrasing you want to use. So my first rep speed was a little better, and using not just my triceps to descend the bar, and actually doing the pull the bar apart and bend the bar I mean we're going back to this intentionality. Having that lockout, I'm able to like really zone in and bend the bar and spread the bar as I want to while I'm performing the actual lift at lockout. So I mean, I guess we're practicing that first rep progression more often. So I mean, I guess we're getting better at everything. Why does the coach got to be right? Dang it. But set 3, I thought I'd be fatigued. I only had 3 minutes rest in between sets, and usually set 3 goes from being like an RPE 7 to like an 8 or a 9. But today, all 3 sets felt like an RPE go fuck yourself. This is too damn easy. So that was really good. Then we moved on to the incline dumbbell bench. We had a really good time with the regular bench press. 440 is enough. My PR pulse press is 445 for 45, but I didn't lock out the last rep, so I mean, like, does it really count? So 440 for 5, full range of motion, not any sort of the past couple weeks I've been running into the incline dumbbell benches being a little bit fatigue heavy, but today, I mean, the gym owner was there and there were more people, so I wasn't able to steal a bench to place my 125-pound dumbbells on to help it will ease me into going into the actual movement. So I mean, but even with that extra TUT, time under tension, or stress going on with having to pick the dumbbells up from the floor, and that is just a pain in the tuchus. You incorporate your back, and then you're funky, like you've got it on your knee, and then you're also using your obliques to get the second one up, and it's not fun. And I did have some oblique cramping earlier today, so I was a little worried that it happened again. It was bad oblique cramping. I felt my rib go out of place and then pop back into place. It was gross. It was gross. And my dad was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it. There's strong people things going on." And yeah. So, will you turn your damn car? Gee willikers. It's way past my bedtime, and everyone who's stupid, who usually isn't out at night, is out at night because of the fireworks, and they're all stupid, and I hate them. Wasn't there supposed to be some sort of a plague that wiped out all the stupid people? No, it didn't actually do that. But incline dumbbell bench went way better than I expected. We didn't have any of that fatigue going on that we usually do. That makes it a lot harder. So it was a good day for my titties. Moving on, we had the incline dumbbell skull crushers. I've really been emphasizing the range of motion in these, and I dropped down to the 20s thinking, well, someone was using the 25s that I usually use, and I was like, I don't want to use those, and I don't want to go up to the 30s and strain something. So I made sure I had a good stretch, but 20s were too light. So I mean, I guess that's the only negative that we had today, because with everything going well, of course the accessory is gonna be a little different. So we actually incorporated everything that we needed to incorporate while performing our main movements. So the accessories that are targeting the muscles that we're supposed to be using in the main movements are a little bit more fatigued going into the latter half of training, which was we got the what was it? Cable, the high cable flies with close grip push-ups. Those, for some, I took the weight and I was like, this is what we usually do, and it was a little bit heavier. And like the first couple reps, I was like, this is a little heavier than usual. It's feeling a little bit heavier. But we kind of stepped into it, and we used that increased stress going on, and we increased the range of motion. We got the good stretch going on there, and we were nice and slow with the eccentric and building up those muscle fibers, because about 55% of your muscle growth occurs when you are targeting that eccentric, per bodybuilding science nerds. That was really good. Increased the range of motion of the close grip push-ups. And then we finished off with some full supinated dumbbell curls with a pause at the top with the squeeze, kind of emphasizing that squeeze. Feeling the pump pretty good. Probably going to have to pop up the weight next time. We were using 20s. We used 20s last week, I believe. Probably going to have to pop those up to 25s and get a nice, good, juicy, thick... That's a word to describe how good the bicep pump is going to look next week. So you boys better be watching out. The pump, decent. I am on a bulk, so the definition is not going to be there as we're increasing the weight. But this time, not this time next year, but this time 6 months from now, we'll be back down and we'll be nice and lean for the thirsty boys out there. Hopefully get a little bit more of a female audience going. I keep getting compared to Sam Sulik because apparently I'm more entertaining. Who knew mental instability would be entertaining to the masses? But we are all deranged in the mentality. So, brothers, one of these days we'll be able to talk to females and have our lives together. Join me in this journey. But I'm like, man, I bet I'd have more female viewership too if I had rippling abs and weird looking nipples. Anyone else notice Sam Sulik's nipples look a little weird? And it's not like gyno either. It's like, anyways. Stop thinking about other men's nipples. And we missed our chicken and rice meal and beef and rice meal. And we're also supposed to have some carbs right before bed. I think there's something to do with an insulin response spike right before bed. So we are going to aim to have all three of those meals. I didn't have those meals because I was in a little depressed stupor. Oh, I can't do things. Overwhelmed kind of deal going on. So we're gonna Google how many grams of protein are in 245 grams of chicken and 220 grams of beef. I believe that's somewhere like 150 grams. So we might have 2 protein shakes tonight, depending on what those numbers glean up. But we also, I went to Walmart and I picked up some waffles because I'm allowed to replace bagels with waffles. So, and I'm allowed to replace rice with bagels. So logically, I'm able to replace rice with waffles. Do not tell my nutritionist that I'm doing this because I feel like I'm doing too much math going on here using the transitive property to have waffles instead of rice. And this is 100% not optimal. Do not do this. But I don't want to be missing out on calories on a bulk, if that makes any sense. I weighed in 344. I was 347 2 days ago. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go eat. Yeah, I'm going to go eat. All right, real quick question. Okay, now it's not popping up. Why is this was the first, when I just Googled, this was the first thing that came up. Why are people looking this up? Is what was his name? The guy who said he was all natty. Liver King. Is he to blame for this popping up? Who's looking up protein in urine? That is how many waffles I need to eat. And this is my protein shake. It is 127 grams. 126.3 grams of whey protein. This is just the powder. And so I'm gonna remember how I said champions know how to open their throats? It's not because they suck their dick to the top. It's because what they do sucks dick to the top. And what sucks dick is drinking this in a single gulp. All done. That's how you get 126 grams of protein in under 30 seconds. And since my roommate has banned me from eating my dinners downstairs because it smells too good, why can't you share with me? I'm eating these upstairs at a kitchen table with no TV. I'm just going to be listening to an audiobook. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys had a good day. Enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. And have your mom DM me her tits. I've kind of forgotten what they look like. I'll be expecting it. See you guys later.